Greetings. This is a presentation for my subject Big Data, which I am currently studying in my 7th semester. So let's move on. So the topic that we'll be talking about and will be addressing is development of data fabric technology. So first of all, what is data fabric? A modern data architecture that provides unified access to data across multiple platforms and environment is known as a data fabric. Now, it helps organization integrate, govern, and use data effectively in real time. Now, the problem that we usually have is data is often scattered across systems, whether it be cloud, on-premise, legacy database such as RDBMS. So the data is spread across various systems. So now the data fabric technology, when introduced, helped us solve this issue by getting all these things into a unified platform, which helps us access all our data from one place on the go. So what are some traditional data challenges that we faced when data fabric isn't there? So data in disconnected silos. So first of all, let's know what silos. Silos is basically a data repository which exists in segmented form in one organization. So the organization, only one, has all these data. Now, but it is spread across various places. So the issue that is that not everyone in the organization can access all the segments, and it's all distributed, and it makes the user of that data hard to access that, as it's all segmented and different places it's existing. So we overcame that we'll discuss further in future. Second point, time consuming manual integration process. So it's no surprise that our traditional data have been very time consuming while integrating. It's not a surprise. The third point, lack of real-time analytics. The analytics is one of the important parts as of now. Every company, every business wants to analyze their data to serve their customers better, or else it's just about time that they'll go out of business without being able to analyze and improving their business. Finally, difficulty in ensuring compliance across systems. So there are various compliance regulatory boards that need to be taken care of, various laws. So our usual traditional data weren't able to take care of this. So how data fabric solves this? How was data fabric technology able to overcome this? It connects multiple systems seamlessly. So the data silos that used to bother us before, now that doesn't happen now anymore. We are able to connect multiple systems seamlessly and bring them under one unified platform that can be helpful for us to access all these in one go. Offers real-time integration without data duplication. So it also saves us space by avoiding data duplication. When integrating that into one platform, we don't duplicate the data. We're able to access it, but without duplication. That's a big plus. It provides a centralized view of all data assets. Moving on. Evolution of data fabric. So before data fabric, We used to have data warehouses, ETL, extract, transform, and load were popular. Data integration was slow, manual, and costly. So, neither it was just costly, it was also slow and used to take manual labor work for getting it up and running. After the emergence of data fabric, it could be driven the data could be driven by cloud adoption, AI, and hybrid infrastructures. So now you can notice AI has been introduced, our work has been reduced, hybrid infrastructure has been introduced, and cloud has been widely adopted, which has helped us with our data management and analytics. Focus on automating integration and enabling self-service analytics. So previously, like how the data integration was slow, manual, here we use automation and automating integration and self-service analytics. So we need to not take the hassle of analyzing everything by ourselves. Key components of data fabric. Data integration layer connects diverse sources such as databases, APIs, and cloud storage. Second, metadata management. It collects data to describe and classify data assets. Third, AI/ML automation. So now the adoption of the use of AI models has already optimized our data much way better than it was before. Now, by the introduce of automation, we were able to get tasks much faster executed than before. So the data operations were already automated, and when the action or the trigger is hit, the sequence of actions automatically start running and the data operations are executed. Fourth, data governance framework ensures data privacy and regulatory compliance. So regulatory compliance is one of the must, as with time data leaks have been very common and data is one of a precious thing in today's world which can harm or do good. It's capable of both. So being and keeping the company responsible for handling it is also important. So there were set some compliances by the governments and the law bodies of the world. So our data fabric also helps us ensure that we don't get into the gray zone of their eye and we are not levied with penalties and bad reputation as a business. So data fabric helps us resolve that as well. Fifth, unified data access. It provides a centralized interface to access all data in real time. We have already discussed this before. We are provided a centralized interface to access all the segments or all the repositories of data that exists in an organization. How data fabric works. It collects data from multiple sources, cloud APIs and databases. Use API models to analyze and map relationships between datasets. Store metadata to track origins, usage, and quality. Provide real-time access through dashboards and analytic tools. Enforce governance to maintain data security and compliance. Benefits of data fabric. So some of the benefits are real-time data access. The data that is shown to the user is real time and it's much faster updated. It is up to date. Reduced data silos. Connects disconnected systems effortlessly. So the data in the organization that we talked about, which used to be disconnected, Now that is done, we no more have a lot of data silos. It is reduced by the adoption of data fabric, automation through AI ML, effective. It reduces integration and storage costs by avoiding data duplication, improved data governance. Challenges in implementing data fabric. It's a complex setup, so when you initially set it up, it might be a little complex. Connecting many systems and platforms required expertise, and a newbie will be facing challenges while getting it done. High initial costs, investments in infrastructure, AI tools, and personnel are needed. Data quality issues. Data must be clean, accurate, and consistent for the fabric to work well. It can't be unorganized like very raw data. It must be clean and accurate for AI model to work well. Skilled workforce required. It requires a skilled workforce familiar with AI, data governance, and cloud platforms. You can't just get it done in just one day, and it's not just manual labor work that click this, go over there and do this. You need to have knowledge about what you're doing to start working with data fabric. Now there are different perspectives of different way of storing data, so we'll just go over them and compare them. So the first feature that we are comparing between data fabric, data lake, and data warehouse is data access. So data fabric has unified real-time data access, which can be accessed from one place, and it's real-time updated. And on the other hand, data lake has raw data. Data warehouse has processed data. Use cases: hybrid and multi-cloud for the data fabric, big data analytics for data lake, and reporting and business information for data warehouse. Automation. Data fabric takes care of automation as it's AI ML enabled. Data lake automation is very limited, and in case of data warehouse, automation does not exist. For data fabric, the scalability is very high. It's highly scalable. Data lake on the other hand is also very highly scalable because it stores raw data and it's dumped all into it at once, while on the other hand, data warehouse has limited scalability. Real world use cases. Banking detects fraud by integrating transaction data from multiple systems. Healthcare provide a 360-degree view of patient records from different clinics. Retail analyzes customer data in real time to offer personalized product recommendations. Telecom monitors network health and optimizes service delivery using real time data. AI's role in data fabric. Now, AI is one of the key players what makes data fabric a data fabric. So, AI is helpful for pattern detection. AI identifies relationships between datasets automatically. We don't need to hassle over it. We don't need to think for hours and hours for finding it out. AI does it for you. Recommendations: it suggests data optimizations based on usage patterns. Governance optimization: AI helps enforce data policies automatically. The future of data fabric. So, multi-cloud integration: organizations will use data fabric to manage multiple cloud providers efficiently. Data as a service. Data will be treated as a product that can be accessed in real time via APIs. Hyper automation. AI/ML will further reduce manual interventions in data management. Increased adoption across industries. More industries, such as logistics and education, will adopt data fabric. Conclusion. Data Fabric provides a unified AI-driven solution to integrate and manage data seamlessly across platforms. It helps organizations make faster decisions, ensures data security exists, and reduce costs. As data becomes more complex, Data Fabric is essential for modern enterprises. Companies that invest in it today will be better prepared for the future of data driven innovation. Lastly, I would like to thank you for being with me till the ending, and thank you all.